Hey guys, welcome back. Just doing some more Starbound gameplay. There's actually been quite a lot of changes since the last time we're on. There's been a full character reset, and they've kind of changed sort of how everything works. At least, very much items and stuff. So all the weapons, armor, all that sort of stuff's been rebalanced. A lot of how the monsters work has been changed. There's been a whole bunch of new items added in, things like that. So there's actually been quite a few changes. So after the character reset, everyone kind of had all their stuff wiped, so we're starting again from scratch. I've gone and done a little bit off camera, just getting like a pickaxe and an axe and a sword and things like that. I did all this sort of stuff single player, and then I've jumped on the multiplayer server with my friends now that it's up. No one's online at the moment, I don't think, but in a couple episodes time or something, you'll probably see people around. So we've got some basic stuff on our ship now. I think this is definitely the best way to go. If when we first started, we built everything kind of on the planet because we just thought we were meant to. And we've got a bit of stuff down on the planet now, which I'll show you in a second when I head down. That a couple of my friends that I've been playing with have built. But I think it's definitely good having just some basic stuff on your ship, and probably eventually having most of it. So having like a workbench and a furnace, things like that, just seem to be really useful. So that if you're ever, the kind of things you're gonna need all the time. So if you travel to a different planet, rather than having to build all this stuff again, it's just kind of on your ship. Food and less so. You can definitely just build like big farms on the ground, but I mostly just built that just to have a little bit of food to survive. And as you'll notice, we're playing human this time. So last time I was playing the glitch, the robot race, and I mostly just wanted to try something different to see some of the different items, because all the races have sort of like racial weapons and racial armor. So I just kind of wanted to check out what the humans would be like. Another thing to note as well now is fuel. You used to be able to use wood as fuel, which is a really good source of fuel. But now you can't anymore, unfortunately. Which is a little bit upsetting. You can still use coal, and even coal doesn't seem to give you as much fuel as it used to. Which I'm not sure has been... if they've changed that, or if it just seems that way. But anyway, let's head down to the planet. I'm going to keep this one fairly short. It's mostly just kind of an update to say stuff's been reset, and, we'll kind of be starting again. So this is our little base that we got started so far. There's not too much going on here. Just got some chests and stuff. We were lucky enough to find kind of a high-tech lab early on, and we got this high-tech chest. But these are all our weapons that we started with, pretty much. We've only just sort of upgraded to the iron ones. These are all different now as well. So we've got our furnaces here. Not really sure why we have two, but why not? So you'll see all these sort of things. Like, they still have levels, but they have DPS now, rather than before they used to have sort of armor penetration. It was this weird system where, like, if it was a level 5 monster, you needed to have 5 armor penetration to, like, do 100% damage, and just kind of weird things like that. And then, so if you had like a 4 armor penetration, and they were a level 5 monster, your weapon would do like 20% less damage, and like just kind of strange things. So it wasn't too bad, but it did kind of end up being like, you'd be in level 30 gear, say, for example, and you'd fight a level 32 monster, and just get completely obliterated, because it would be doing like double damage to you, because your armor would be only level 30 kind of thing. So I haven't really looked at the armor and stuff is different now as well, so is there armor in here? I think there is. Yeah. So you still get armor rating from armor, and you get energy, but you also get health now as well from your chest pieces. So I'm not entirely sure how the actual armor rating works yet. Well, just air it out. Sorry about that. Game just crashed. Let me just jump back into it quickly. It's the first first bug I've ever had. So that's a bit interesting. And we should be back now. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's head back down to the planet. Alright, I think the server derped a bit on that. Because, there I am. So hopefully that'll just disappear in a little bit. And I'll probably get kicked again because it'll think I'm connecting twice. So it seems like your stone axe is still the same for chopping. You got pickaxes that are kind of still the same. All that sort of stuff seems to stay the same. The other thing now as well is you don't necessarily need... They kind of changed it now. So like the bow has a very high chance of dropping meat when you kill an animal with it. Probably something along the lines of 80 to 90%, I'd say. It's pretty much either it's going to drop nothing or it's going to drop meat. And it drops meat a lot. Whereas the swords and that now, you still can get meat, it's just a lot less chance. So you can just run around killing stuff with your sword and you will pick up meat every now and then. Which I think is a nice change. Kind of means you can, you know, just kind of randomly kill stuff and still get some meat rather than having to specifically go out with your hunting bow. So yeah, now because these things all have DPS, it's a bit... The DPS calculation's a bit weird, which I don't really get. There's like some things like the sledgehammer, like I don't get why you wouldn't use that over a broadsword. Like it is a lot slower swinging, so I guess maybe that's just it. Like you wouldn't like it because it's slower to swing, so you might have a harder time hitting stuff, possibly. But its DPS is just significantly higher. I'm actually just using a one-handed weapon at the moment. As one of the sort of people in my comments below posted on one of my videos, which I had seen before, it's sort of a lot easier because you get the flashlight in your other hand, in your right hand. Which, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this, I've just been trying it today. I don't really know if I like the swing on this, because you don't swing really above you at all. It's mostly just in front of you and like a little bit, probably like a square like that in front of you, I guess. So it can be, I'll see if I can go find something. It can, yeah, so it can be a little bit hard to hit stuff sometimes, but, you know, it's not that bad. And having the torch is very nice. So I'm gonna have to play around with it a bit. I think it'll be one of those things where people just sort of, they'll get like a weapon they kind of like and they'll stick to that sort of weapon. Like they'll start with an axe or something that's really amazing and be like, oh well, you know, I like it, so I'll just stick with axes from then on. So this is kind of where we are now. We've got to do quite a bit more sort of farming and mining and stuff, which I probably won't do too much mining on camera, just because, you know, that's a little bit boring. I think just watching me mine copper for a couple of hours or something. So I'll try to do another video more when we've actually got sort of something to show. Probably when we upgrade to new weapons and things like that. Maybe if we go on a bit of an adventure around the planet. I might do like a clip that's just sort of cuts between, you know, when we're going around the planet and just kind of put in the interesting parts of it. Other than that, it'll probably be when we start fighting bosses and things, which should be quite fun. So there's been a lot of changes. There's not too much added as far as I know. There was some new weapons and armor added kind of at the very end of progression and things like that. But other than that, it's kind of pretty similar to how it was. We just got to kind of work back to where we were. And that's pretty about it for today. I'll do a bit more mining and see if we can't get some more interesting stuff to put up next time. Anyway, just a quick update to let everyone know. If you are interested in the game, definitely go check out the website. I'm pretty sure it's on Steam now for fairly cheap. I think it's only like $10 or $15. $15 sounds right. And I definitely recommend it. If you've got a couple of friends to play with, you can have a lot of fun in it. Even just single player, you can definitely burn a lot of hours. So, well, that's it for today, and catch you guys next time.